At the end of 80s, a sought-after instrumentalist, guitarist and a composer, Mirosław Kaczmarczyk, with alias Carlos, who was also well known in Warsaw, decided to form his own band. As a result, his band was not only based on virtuosity and artistic skills, but also on understanding jazz itself. It was in 1989, in Warsaw, where the Loud Jazz Band was formed, the group of Polish and Norwegian musicians. Their work had its first achievements in 1995, when the album Forever to You was published, and had its nomination to the Fryderyks Annual Award in Polish Music. Their music keeps balance between electronic and acoustic expression. After the success of Forever to You, released by legendary Mercury Records, Carlos decided to emigrate to Norway. It was natural for the next big releases to follow. In 2004, Don't Stop the Train won the Norwegian Culture Council Award as one of the 6 best albums in that year in category jazz. After gaining so much experience, Loud Jazz Band created their own sound and niche group of listeners. The phenomenon of their own style was the use of this traditional Scandinavian sound in modern jazz. Journalists also appreciate the cooperation of Poles and Norwegians. Loud Jazz Band is the orchestra with 2 motherlands. Since 1999, the band has been an example of how jazz overcomes its borders in Europe. Since then, the band's lineup consisted for Poles, Norwegians and Bulgarians. The fact that Polish leader of the band lives in Norway and produces his music in Poland probably makes their work much harder. The most iconic Norwegian musician is Erland Stedevold, from band The Core, who took over Helge Lien as a pianist, who was honored on the album called Passing as a leading soloist next to Carlos. Also, Michael Block had his moments on the saxophone in Michael Brecker's Fresh Style. Another internet service summed up our band in such words: strong melodies in a well-rounded range of sound, tinged with Norwegian and Polish ethnic tunes, are commonly used in their music. The musical personalities are strong voices with different feels, and everything composes the interesting piece. Some hear jazz combined with rock, chamber and folk music, followed by some improvisation. In 2013, the founder of the band was honored with Distinguished Pole in Norway Award for his spectacular achievements in music and his contribution to the cultural growth of both countries. Carlos comments it with these words:
When I think about the phenomenon of the Scandinavian sound of jazz and the whole improvised music, I realize that the most important things are the different approach to time and respecting silence. I've been trying my best to compose it all as my heart says, for the last 2 decades. It's hard to compare Polish and Norwegian music, but I understood the difference between them while talking to Norwegian artist and sculptor. Even though she was looking me straight in the eyes, I saw her sight reaching above the horizon and somehow running through me and floating away. This is how the Scandinavian music is, not acknowledging any borders. Everything has its own rights. I only try to merge those elements, and I hope that my experiences, sensitivity and artistic vision, flooded with a bunch of experience and the art of making music with my friends, complete the musical eternity, which expresses our band.
Loud Jazz Band shows us that in art, and especially in music, international teamwork can bring out new, different and surely appealing experiences. In this case, the Norwegian and Polish cooperation contributed to bringing jazz music to another, higher level. With this piece of art, we would love to pay sincere tribute to the cooperation which inspires young people.